it? Well, 25% of you gave them up within a week. That's according to statisticsbrain.com.
And so now we're nearly 3 months out, and the number probably a lot higher. But why? Well, it's something called false hope syndrome, and it actually may be to blame. So here is the Washington Post story. It's does false hope syndrome make it hard to lose weight? It's a term two University of Toronto professors came up with 17 years ago, but one many social scientists believe still exists today.
So what is it? It's what happens with hope, as in making a resolution or a goal of some kind meets reality, and we've unknowingly set ourselves up for failure by not recognizing the amount or type of work truly needed to accomplish what we've all set out for. Sound familiar? So what is the solution? Lifestyle coach Amber Rochelle is here to break it down for us. Good morning.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
False hope syndrome, what exactly is it? Why does it derail us?
Yeah, so it's basically when you set a goal and you're really focused on where you are now and where you want to go, but you're not really thinking through all of the steps in between. So you're not really evaluating all of the barriers or the obstacles that might come up, and most importantly, any self-limiting beliefs that you might have that are going to derail you from reaching that goal.
Sounds like it can set us up for failure.
Definitely.
Which a lot of us are dealing with now. I mean, it's April. We're 3 months away from having made these New Year's resolutions. What are you hearing from people in your practice at this point?
It's really hard for people to stick to resolutions, and false hope syndrome is one of the main reasons why. And so a lot of people at this point are frustrated with themselves. They feel like they're failures. They are fed up, and they just give up and let go of their resolutions.
So how do we self-evaluate then at this point in the year and say maybe we could restart it or we could look at something else?
Yeah, so one of the things that I love to recommend to my clients is to look at things with curiosity, not judgment. So it's never motivating to beat ourselves up, right? It's never motivating to be self-critical. And so if we can, instead of saying, oh, I failed at this goal, say, well, why didn't it work for me, right? Was it maybe something that I actually didn't really want that much? Or did I maybe not have the right support systems in place? And so evaluating it from that standpoint, instead of using it as a tool to beat yourself up, is going to help you to be able to reset and recommit to that goal.
I can already feel a lot of people saying, oh, well, but it's April. It's, we don't need to think about these resolutions or goals anymore. What are your recommendations for where we are now for kind of looking ahead? How can we set ourselves up for success as the year continues? We don't need to wait until January of 2018.
Absolutely not. No, you can recommit right now. And again, if you can just be compassionate with yourself and practice a lot of self-acceptance, like goals are hard, and changing behaviors and changing habits is really difficult. And so the more that you can be kind to yourself, the more that you're actually going to set yourself up for success. And if you want to recommit to a goal, instead of just looking at point A and point B, start to think about all of the tiny little steps in between and see those as little mini goals. And that way you can celebrate each of those little mini goals, because that's what is motivating, is having those little steps along the way where you can see the progress. But if you're always looking at the end result, then you're not celebrating those little steps, and it can be hard to continue to motivate yourself to move forward.
Why is it easier for us, though, to focus on that big goal and then ignore that we are having these little successes? It just, our mind doesn't work like that.
It's hard. You have to continually remind yourself to come back and to celebrate the small steps. We're sort of programmed to think about the end goal because that's what we really want, right? And so we oftentimes feel like we're failures if we haven't met it yet. But for example, if you're looking to, say, lose 20 pounds and you've already lost 10, that's amazing, right? The more that you can celebrate each little goal that you're meeting, the more you're going to feel more confident and more empowered, and that's going to motivate you to move forward.
It's not too late to recalibrate, it sounds like. So even
Absolutely
if it's
not.
April and we're starting to feel really bad about ourselves, it's about changing our perspective.
Yes, definitely. Don't give up on your goals just because you haven't made them yet. Again, don't use this as a tool to say that you're a failure, but look at it as what could I do differently? How can I set myself up for success?
Forgive yourself for the false hope syndrome, and then take the first step.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I like it.
Amber Rochelle, thank you so much. We always love having you on.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
And your website is amberrochelle.com for lots more information and lots more great advice from you. Thank you.
Thank you.